everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I can't be the only one noticing the celebrity breakup headlines have been everywhere, right? We are like 2/3 through 2023 and like a dozen Hollywood couples have split up. Today we're going to be talking about Britney Spears and Ariana Grande's divorces and celebrity breakups in general. I mean, it all started with Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott earlier this year, and then it started snowballing. Bella Hadid and her boyfriend of 2 years broke up. Sofia Vergara and her husband of 7 years broke up. Billie Eilish and Jessie split. Taylor Swift and her boyfriend of 6 years ended things. I didn't even know Avril Lavigne was engaged, and her partner are ending things due to a lack of communication. I can't scroll through TikTok or Twitter without seeing a brand new headline about a celebrity couple that has split. The Astro Girlies are saying Venus is in retrograde, and all I know is, whatever it is, it's doing overtime. So let's get through some of the bigger celebrity breakups that have happened since 2023 and start off with Britney Spears and Sam Asghari. Now, if you're unfamiliar with these two, Britney Spears is a multi-Grammy award-winning music artist that once held the title of Princess of Pop and arguably still does with her global hits and her huge influence. She has gone through a lot throughout her career and is documented on tabloids and social media dating way back to the early 2010s, and is sometimes used as an example of how fame can truly shift the trajectory of someone's life. Well, in 2008, Britney was undergoing a very low moment in her life, and her family decided to put her under a conservatorship. This BBC article explains, the singer began behaving erratically in 2007 after her divorce from Kevin Federline was finalized and she lost custody of their 2 children. A series of public incidents raised concern about her mental welfare, with the star making headlines for shaving her head and hitting a photographer's car with an umbrella. In 2008, she was twice admitted to hospital under a temporary psychiatric assessment ruling, including after an incident in which she allegedly refused to surrender her sons in a standoff involving police. A temporary conservatorship was established around this time and made permanent later that year. In recent court filings, her father Jamie's lawyers had said the conservatorship was, quote, necessary to protect Britney in every sense of the word. They said her life was in shambles and she was in physical, emotional, mental, and financial distress. So what is a conservatorship? Well, it's basically when the courts grant another person responsibility over someone who is seen as unfit to care for themselves, usually due to a mental illness. This essentially meant that her father and other members of the family were in charge of her finances and her general care. Meanwhile, she was still performing, going on tour, and making millions of dollars. Mind you, in 2008, people's sensitivity to mental health issues and celebrity culture was not the same as it is now, so people did not look kindly to Britney sort of having her meltdown for the world to see. Now, the reason I mention this is this dispute about her conservatorship became a huge point of contention between her fans and her actual family, especially her father, Jamie. In 2021, a movement called #FreeBritney was launched as the now 38-year-old was still put under this conservatorship, so fans launched this movement on her behalf. For months and months, fans shared the information of her situation and protested without her even commenting that she recognized it, as they knew she could not openly go against her conservatorship. Well, they were right to do so, because in late October of 2021, she came out with a heartfelt thank you to her fans who advocated for her, and now there is more action towards changing the terms of her conservatorship and removing her father from it. So with that recap on Britney and her relationship with her fans, let's get into her new relationship with her soon-to-be ex-husband, Sam Asghari. Now, as you can imagine, after all that her fans went through with the Free Britney movement, they are very protective over her and her interests and happiness. Britney and Sam got together in 2016. During the Free Britney movement peak in 2021, Britney was still seeing Sam, although her protective fans were speculative about his motives. An article with the title, "Why Do Britney Spears Fans Think Her Boyfriend Sam Asghari Is Suspicious?" talks about this further and explains that Sam is a model, actor, and fitness trainer who met Britney in 2016 on the set of her music video Slumber Party. Since they had movements in between filming, they started getting to know each other and he stood out to her. It says, Spears later reminisced that though she and Asghari were instantly attracted to one another, they almost had a missed connection. Spears explains that after nearly 5 months since their initial meeting, she decided to fish his phone number out of her bag. She said, I was like, he was really cute. This guy was really cute, so I called him. The sparks flew instantly with Spears, describing him as, quote, just a really fun, funny person. From that moment on, the two were practically glued at the hip. They seemed good for each other, and Sam stuck by her through tough times, including when her father got very sick in 2018 and got a serious illness. According to the article, some people had an issue with their age difference, stating, one of the reasons is likely his age. Britney Spears is 38 years old, whereas Sam Asghari is 26 years old. That 12-year age gap seems very substantial to some people. There's also a bit of stigma attached to being an older woman dating a younger man. Another article talked about his name not really being Sam. While Sam Asghari fell in love and married a woman who was born in Mississippi and raised in Louisiana, he was actually born on the other side of the world in Tehran. Same. When Asghari was 2, his father, Mike, moved to Los Angeles to work as a tow truck driver, hoping his family would eventually be able to join him in the States. Us Weekly notes that Asghari made the big move to the US when he was 12, something that he talked to the former publication about, saying, quote, I had to leave my friends and family who I was very close with, and I knew I was moving away and never coming back. Also same. Thankfully for Asghari, he found someone new to be close with in his adopted home. And yes, we're talking about Britney Spears. Frankly, the two are on such sweetly intimate terms that he revealed in 2017 that she skips his nickname Sam and instead uses his real name Hissam, which is something that elicited a heart-eyed emoji from her appreciative and adoring then boyfriend. And there were also loads of negative rumors that surrounded the couple, specifically about him using her for money. People kept implying that Sam would leave Britney over made-up meltdowns and little arguments that were proven to be false. Well, fast forward like 5 years of dating, a few months of engagement, and a wedding, we are in 2023 where headlines are that they're getting a divorce. The LA Times reports, Sam Asghari has broken his silence after filing for divorce from Britney Spears earlier this week. The model and actor shared a statement on his Instagram account on Thursday announcing that the decision to end their 14-month marriage was a mutual one. He said, after 6 years of love and commitment to each other, my wife and I have decided to end our journey together. We will hold on to the love and respect we have for each other, and I wish the best always. Shit happens. Asking for privacy seems ridiculous, so I will just ask for everyone, including media, to be kind and thoughtful. While news of the couple's separation arrived this week, they had been separated since July 28th, according to court documents obtained by the Times. Now, you might be asking yourself, right, who cares? People break up all the time. Well, it's the rumors and actions that surround the divorce that are actually the more interesting part. So some articles are reporting that there was some infidelity. TMZ reports that Sam believes Britney was having an affair with someone in the house. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that Sam has claimed Britney asked at least one staffer to shoot a video of her naked. Not only that, we're told Sam believes she hooked up with at least one of the male staff members working at her home. As for how Sam supposedly knows, our sources say he claims there's footage of Britney and the staffer together in a compromising position. And in addition, reports of physical abuse from Britney have been reported, as photos of Sam Asghari with a black eye were leaked by TMZ earlier this month. Britney Spears got physical with Sam Asghari over the years, he's told people, once giving him a black eye while he was sleeping. Sources with direct knowledge tell us Sam frequently complained about Britney getting physical with him during their 7 years together. We're told that there have been numerous fights where security has had to step in, but in one instance, there was no security in sight. This was reportedly just recently. In addition to them saying that Britney's now without a support system, she's iced her family out, doesn't have real friends, and has now lost Sam. Meanwhile, on social media, it is rumored that Sam is extorting Britney in order to change the terms of their prenup so he can get more money. Daily Mail explains that in their prenup agreement, Sam was to get $1 million for every 2 years they were married, but as it stands now, they have only been married for 14 months, so he would technically not be entitled to even that much money. They go on to say, however, sources have told TMZ that while the prenup prevents Sam from receiving any spousal support, he could receive a one-off check from Britney to prevent him from sharing any, quote, embarrassing information about their marriage. It's thought that the prenup features a, quote, extensive confidentiality clause that prohibits Sam from discussing his relationship with Britney. Sam himself has denied this entirely and said that it is all rumors. It's claims that Britney and Sam's lawyers will negotiate, and it's likely that the singer will write a one-off check for several $100,000s to keep the confidentiality clause in place. If Sam were to violate the agreement, he would have to return the money. Sam had denied claims that he's planning to contest his $10 million prenuptial agreement with Britney. But Sam's representative, Brandon Cohen, has now denied these claims, telling The Hollywood Reporter there are many claims that Sam is challenging the prenup and threatening to exploit his ex-wife with videos. However, all these claims are false and no negative intention has ever been directed towards her and never will be. Sam has always and will always support her. And Britney has recently addressed the divorce. She took to Instagram saying, "As everyone knows, Sam and I are no longer together. 6 years is a long time to be with someone, so I'm a little shocked, but I'm not here to explain why, because it's honestly nobody's business. But I couldn't take the pain anymore, honestly." Addressing her 42 million followers in a lengthy caption attached to a video of her dancing, she wrote, "In some sort of telepathic way, I have been receiving so many messages that melt my heart from friends, and I thank you. I've been playing it strong for too long, and my Instagram may seem perfect, but it's far from reality, and I think we all know that. I would love to show my emotion and tears on how I really feel, but for some reason, I've always had to hide my weaknesses." Spears said she would be, quote, "as strong as I can and do my best, and I'm actually doing pretty damn good. Anyways, have a good day, and don't forget to smile." However, they aren't the only couple who are indecisive about whether to come forward and address the rumors. Ariana Grande has had to address her new relationship after her divorce with Dalton Gomez. Ariana and Dalton got married in May of 2021 with a lovely intimate wedding in Ariana's home. She donned a Vera Wang custom dress with her parents walking her down the aisle in front of their very closest friends. This wedding was a total secret to the public and was only made known to the public after her publicist confirmed their wedding 2 days after they got married. According to this article, Gomez proposed to Grande in December 2020 with a pearl and diamond ring that had a special meaning to the pop star, as the pearl appeared to come from a ring that her grandmother gave her. Grande's now hubby also designed the pop star's beautiful, tasteful platinum and diamond pave wedding band. So to say this was the ideal wedding was an understatement, and her fans were super happy to see her joyful in a relationship since her breakup with Pete Davidson 2 years prior. Well, unfortunately, we aren't hearing wedding bells anymore because 2 years later, in 2023, it was reported that the couple had split. During their 2-year anniversary in May of this year, Ariana posted a very sweet message dedicated to Dalton on Instagram, and it all seemed well from the outside looking in. TMZ was first to report in July that Ariana was spotted in London while filming the screen adaptation of Wicked without her engagement ring and wedding band. She was at Wimbledon with Andrew Garfield and other celebrity friends with no ring in sight. This is when the speculations began. The article was titled, "Ariana Grande, Dalton Gomez separated, heading for divorce," with details from people who are close to them saying that their relationship is heading for divorce. They reported, "Ariana and Dalton have been thousands of miles apart since December when she started filming Wicked. Our sources say they were having problems even before that. We're told they remain friends and still talk on the phone regularly, but according to sources, the marriage is kaput." Now you might be asking yourself, so what's the drama? Well, they did split up, but very shortly after the divorce, Ariana was seen with a new beau, Ethan Slater, who happened to be married at the time they allegedly got together. And yes, I said married, and he has a child with his ex-wife. Mind you, this story leaked only 3 days after her divorce was announced. So, where does this all start? This article by Glamour reports, just because we learned that Ariana Grande is reportedly dating her Wicked co-star Ethan Slater just 3 days after news broke that Grande was splitting from husband Dalton Gomez, doesn't mean the timeline is just as rushed. Who are we kidding? This is wild. According to a timeline they put together, Ariana and her ex-husband split up in about January of this year, and in August was when she was filming Wicked and her co-star Ethan, who starred in SpongeBob the Broadway musical. In May, Ethan wrote a heartfelt Mother's Day post for the mother of his kids, and the three of them were friends. And now, July 20th, 2023, sources confirmed to People that Grande has recently started dating Slater. Ariana and Dalton separated in January. She and Ethan recently began dating and is separated from his wife, the source says. Meanwhile, a source tells Us Weekly that Ariana and Ethan have only recently begun seeing each other, but they have a lot of fun together and are enjoying each other's company. At this point, there has been no official separation or divorce announcement regarding Slater and his wife beyond People's report. Slater quickly goes private on Instagram after reports of his relationship with Grande go viral. On July 21st of 2023, sources tell Page 6 that Slater's wife was completely blindsided by his relationship with Grande. Quote, "It's horrible. They were high school sweethearts. They have a baby. She's a wreck," a source says. Fans were not happy with this, as it seemed from the outside looking in that Ariana was a homewrecker. July 25th, 2023, an insider comes forward with more shady allegations, framing Grande and Slater as rather callous in their brazenness. According to a source that spoke to Us Weekly, Slater informed his wife of the new relationship mere days before news broke, and it wasn't a secret on the set of Wicked either. Ariana and Ethan weren't careful, Us reports. They'd hold hands on set in between takes. They were sloppy and not hiding it. Ethan sat Lily down a few days before the news broke about him and Ariana and said that he wanted a divorce. The source added, Lily never saw it coming. Lily J began telling any outlet that would listen about how blindsided and heartbroken she was, and fans listened to her pleas and ended up looking through Ariana's dating history. A lot of fans called her out as a serial cheater, citing her relationship since 2013. This article reads, Ariana's Thank You Next timeline. In 2013, the pop star allegedly cheated on her boyfriend, Jay Brooks, with artist Nathan Sykes. During that same year, Ariana was seeing rapper Mac Miller while he was in a relationship with his longtime partner, Nomi Leisure. In 2016, in her book, actress Naya Rivera revealed that rapper Big Sean cheated on her with Ariana Grande. Again, in 2018, it was alleged that the singer cheated on Mac Miller with Pete Davidson, all while Pete was in a relationship with Cassie David. In 2019, it was reported that Ariana and Big Sean were once again getting cozy with each other while he was dating Janae Aiko. In 2020, Dalton Gomez's ex-girlfriend alleged that Dalton cheated on her with Ariana. And then now this. So things were not looking good for her. She actually hasn't directly addressed these dating rumors and is reportedly giving Ethan space to work out his divorce. And if you think about some of Ariana's songs, it's not a good look for her. Like, break up with your girlfriend, I'm bored. What? Maybe that sheds some light into her personal life as well, or like Thank You Next, you know? Y'all celebrities are so messy, and these were just two of the many that ended things this year. Let me know if there are any other celebrity or YouTube couples that we should look more into. Do you think that celebrities are more messy these days, or that we have access to them more, so we know too much about them? As always, feel free to leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new tea spills from us. And for now, here is some calming eye bleach.